Welcome to Rising Trends Online News, your trusted source for breaking news and expert analysis on global events. In today's concise yet impactful 7-minute report, we explore a polarizing move by former President Donald Trump targeting transgender troops and his broader stance against what he calls radical gender ideology. This executive order has sparked intense debate over LGBTQ+ rights and military policy, raising questions about inclusivity and equality in the armed forces. Additionally, we'll dive into a groundbreaking update on the Israeli-Palestinian conflict. Hamas has released 4 Israeli hostages as part of a fragile ceasefire agreement. This report will unpack the details, analyze the humanitarian impact, and examine what this means for the ongoing conflict in the region. What to expect. Detailed analysis of Trump's controversial order and its implications. Insightful coverage of the hostage release and its global significance. Visuals and expert commentary to bring these critical stories to life. A return to exclusion. Trump reinstates transgender military ban. Please like and subscribe. It really helps me continue bringing you free content every day, and I'd love to see you again tomorrow. On January 27, 2025, President Trump signed an executive order barring transgender individuals from serving in the United States military. This decision reverses the Biden administration's efforts to foster inclusivity within the armed forces. The order has sparked outrage among LGBTQ advocates and their allies. This is not the first time the issue of transgender military service has been politically contentious. The policy landscape has shifted dramatically in recent years. Trump's order raises questions about the future of transgender Americans' ability to serve openly. The executive order directs the Department of Defense to revise their medical standards. These revisions must align with the administration's view on transgender identities. The order calls for a report outlining steps to implement the ban. This decision has reignited a contentious debate about transgender individuals in the armed forces. Its consequences will reverberate through the lives of countless transgender service members and their families. Questionable justifications. The administration's rationale for the ban. The Trump administration's transgender military ban claims transgender identities are incompatible with military service. Concerns about mental and physical health are cited, suggesting unfitness for military life. Medical professionals and LGBTQ groups dispute these claims as prejudiced and unscientific. The administration argues that medical treatments like hormone therapy disqualify service members. This ignores that many transgender members serve effectively after treatment. Claims about disrupting unit cohesion and morale are based on stereotypes. The ban undermines diversity and inclusion, essential to a strong military. Unclear directives. The order's impact on existing policy. The executive order leaves ambiguity regarding its impact on transgender military service policies. It directs revisions to medical standards but lacks clear implementation guidelines. This creates uncertainty for transgender service members and enforcement agencies. The order does not call for immediate discharge but allows removal based on revised standards. This uncertainty affects the careers of dedicated service members. Further clarification from the administration is needed. Section 4. A policy pendulum: transgender military service under Obama, Trump, and Biden. The issue of transgender military service has been subject to a dizzying series of policy reversals in recent years, reflecting the shifting political landscape and the ongoing societal debate about transgender rights. Under the Obama administration, the ban on transgender service members was lifted in 2016, marking a historic step towards inclusion and equality within the armed forces. This policy shift, however, was short-lived. Upon taking office in 2017, President Trump wasted no time in reversing course, reinstating the ban on transgender individuals serving openly in the military. This decision was met with widespread condemnation from LGBTQ advocacy groups and their allies, who denounced it as discriminatory and harmful to both transgender service members and the military's overall readiness. The Trump administration's initial ban was absolute, prohibiting both current service members and new recruits from identifying as transgender. However, following legal challenges, the policy was softened to allow transgender individuals already serving to continue doing so. This modified ban remained in place until 2021, when President Biden, fulfilling a campaign promise, reversed course once again, overturning the Trump-era restrictions and reinstating the policy of open service for transgender individuals. This back and forth on transgender military policy highlights the politicization of this issue and the lack of a consistent, evidence-based approach. The Biden administration's reversal of the ban was welcomed by many as a victory for equality and a recognition of the contributions of transgender service members. However, the Trump administration's subsequent reinstatement of the ban demonstrates the fragility of these gains and the ongoing struggle for transgender rights within the military.